Khamenei was in fact killed in his compound. That's the news that is breaking in, confirmed by Iranian state media. Now, meanwhile, Yusuf, we've discussed about the celebrations that are taking place. We've also discussed about the succession. But more importantly, Yusuf, how are Iran's proxies and its allies likely to react to this news coming in?
Well, of course, in the eyes of the Islamic Republic, those are not proxies, and those are militias or resistance fighters that have their own, that can decide their own destiny and have their own command centers, and they do not take orders from Iran. But of course, these proxies, the Iranian-backed militias, have made it clear and have warned earlier, before the war erupted. They said that if the United States launches strikes against Iran, if Israel attacks Iran, then this would be a regional conflict. They would enter the fight, they would jump on the wagon and try to assist Iran in confronting those incoming attacks. So far, nothing has happened except for some limited drone strikes by Hashd al-Sha'bi, which is one of Iran's one of the Iranian proxies in Iraq, Hashd al-Sha'bi, or the Popular Mobilization Forces. These are the forces that the resistance forces who have been responsible for killing many American soldiers in Iraq. Those people are responsible for planting those roadside bombs, maiming and of course injuring American soldiers in Iraq. So this time they once again emerged as or rallied around Iran, the Islamic Republic, and assisted the Islamic Republic with targeting American soldiers and American bases in Iraq. But of course, the major force is in Yemen. The Houthis in Yemen are a significant force that, of course, pro-Iran, and they have warned earlier that they would close the Strait of the Bab el-Mandeb, which is a very significant waterway responsible for 35% of the world's energy shipment. This is very much significant. If they move and go ahead and try to close this strategic strait, this means that the world's energy markets would see a significant crisis. This would lead to a surge in oil prices, a hike in oil prices.
Absolutely, Yusuf.
As we have been already seeing such a thing happening because Iran moved to close the Strait of Hormuz, another strategic waterway.
Right, Yusuf. Meanwhile, you share those updates with us. We've got breaking news coming in that we're getting confirmation now that Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was in fact killed in his compound. He was killed on Saturday morning. And the third important update we're breaking first on NDTV here for you viewers is that photos and footage of Khamenei's body was in fact showed to Netanyahu after that strike yesterday. Yusuf, continuing from where you were, we were talking about Iran's allies and its economic interests. Speaking of economic interests, where does this leave Iran's relationship with other global superpowers like Russia and China?
Well, of course, Russia has been using Iran as part of this north-south transit corridor. The Russians have been investing heavily in trying to develop or expand this strategic transit route, which cuts the path both in terms of time and distance, and even cost significantly for Russians to try to reach the Persian Gulf states and to reach even India. So for Russia, Iran has been a significant ally. For the Chinese, Iran has been a significant ally, and they do not want to see the Islamic Republic to sustain some crisis or go through some crisis like this. But of course, the level of the support by these two countries has been limited because even there have been some criticism from the Iranian government officials regarding the fact that the Russians did not help Iran during the June war, the last year's June war with Israel. They did not offer Iran the S-400 missile system, air defense missile system, and we're not sure whether or not they have supplied Iran with the S-400 missile system, very much critical and vital for Iran to try to repel strikes from America or from Israel, or intercept the incoming missiles or drones or even fighter jets from Israel. So Iran has relied on its own obsolete air defense systems like Bavar 373, which is a domestic replica of S-300. And of course, we've been hearing reports suggesting that the Chinese have supplied Iran with anti-ship supersonic missiles. But this thing is even is very much limited and does not help Iran significantly.